So this is a Solidity contract detailing a simple auction. It's going to be deployed with a beneficiary and the number of seconds that the auction will run for. When a bid is made, the bid amount is transferred into the contract and held for one of two things to happen. Either the bid loses and the user gets to reclaim their funds, or the bid wins and that amount is made available to the beneficiary for once the auction ends. All transfers are to be initiated by the senders, and this contract is simply here to record and control the state. If we quickly go over the functions that we've got present, there's a constructor that's going to accept a number of seconds, the bidding time, and a beneficiary. This is the person that's selling an item. We have a function to accept bids. This will control how those bids can be accepted. So if the auction's ended, we won't accept the bid. If the bid amount is too low, we'll reject the bid. And if the bid amount replaces the previous bid, then we'll move the previous bid into pending returns. This pending returns allows the person who's just lost the bid to reclaim their funds from the contract. They will call return funds, which will check if there's an amount available to them, and if there is, it will send it back to them using send. At the end of the auction, anybody can call auction end, which will end the auction and move those funds over to the beneficiary. So we're now going to move over to Remix and deploy our Solidity contract onto Plasm's Dusty test network. When we deploy a script, what we are doing is instantiating the contract. This means we need to pass in the initial state via the constructor. In our case, we need to define the bidding time in milliseconds, along with a beneficiary, the person who will be selling an item. So once this finishes deploying, we'll be ready to start making bids. So I've prepared a couple of accounts in my MetaMask extension to demonstrate the contract's functionality. Account 1 is going to make an opening bid of 10 PLD. Then, account 2 is going to make a higher bid of 15 PLD, meaning that user 1 has been outbid. User 1 will now be able to reclaim their funds from the contract. Once the bidding time has elapsed, one of the users will be able to call auction end, which will cause the highest bid to be transferred over to the beneficiary. Now that the auction is over, the only method still available is return funds, which will continue to allow anyone who placed a losing bid to reclaim their funds. And that's everything. What we've demonstrated here is a simple example showing how smart contracts can be utilised to provide real-world application. We've taken a Solidity contract, we've compiled it, we've deployed it to Plasm.net and invoked its method on-chaining data permanently into the blockchain. Thank you for watching.